What if a simple idea could change the entire world? A company that started in a small garage is now one of the most powerful forces on Earth. This is the story of how Amazon began and how it completely transformed global shopping, technology, and modern life. But before the company, there was a man. His name was Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was different from an early age. He was deeply curious. He loved science, computers, and systems. While other kids focused on entertainment, he focused on how things worked. He always asked questions. How do systems scale? How can things be improved? How can problems be solved faster? As he grew older, his curiosity turned into ambition. He studied computer science and electrical engineering. He became one of the most promising young minds of his generation. After college, he joined the financial world on Wall Street. He was successful. He had money. He had stability. But something was missing. Because in the early 1990s, something new was emerging. A technology that would change everything. The Internet. At that time, most people did not understand it. It was slow, unstable, and still very small. But Jeff Bezos saw something different. He saw exponential growth. He discovered a shocking statistic. The Internet was growing at more than 2,000% per year. That number changed everything. Because exponential growth is rare and powerful. He realized this was not a trend. This was the future. So he made a decision that shocked everyone. He left his high-paying job. He left financial security. He left certainty and chose uncertainty instead. He decided to build something on the Internet. He moved to Seattle with his wife and began searching for ideas. He created a list of 20 possible products that could be sold online. He analyzed each one carefully, and slowly, one idea stood out. Books. Books had unique advantages. Millions of titles existed. They were easy to store, easy to ship, and in global demand. So books became the foundation of his idea. In 1995, Amazon.com launched. At first, it was extremely simple. No modern design, no advanced features, no big team, just a basic website selling books online. The first office was not a fancy building. It was a garage, a small, simple space. But inside that garage, something powerful was being built. At first, growth was slow, very slow. A few orders per day, sometimes even less. But Jeff Bezos did not see failure. He saw progress, validation, proof that the idea worked. He personally worked on orders. He packed books himself. He shipped them manually. He focused on every small detail because he believed trust was everything in business. Slowly, things began to change. More people discovered Amazon. More orders came in. Word spread. People realized they could buy books online without visiting stores. This was a completely new experience at the time. Most people still relied on physical bookstores. But Amazon offered something different: convenience, choice, and speed. As the company grew, so did the challenges. Technical problems appeared. Shipping delays happened. Systems needed improvement. But instead of slowing down, Amazon improved everything step by step. By the end of the first year, Amazon had proven something important. Online. Shopping could work. It was not just an idea, it was real. But the biggest challenges were still ahead. Amazon was not profitable, in fact. It was losing money. Investors were concerned. Many believed it might fail. Traditional retail companies were still dominant. Physical stores controlled the market. Online shopping was still uncertain and risky. But Jeff Bezos had a different mindset. He was not focused on short-term profit. He was focused on long-term dominance. He believed something simple: build for the future, not for today. So Amazon reinvested everything back into growth, technology, logistics, infrastructure. This created pressure inside the company. Constant uncertainty, constant risk, but also constant progress. And slowly, customers began to trust Amazon. They returned again and again because the experience improved over time. Better service, faster delivery, more products. Trust became Amazon's strongest asset. Not advertising, not marketing, but reliability. As growth continued, Amazon reached a turning point. Jeff Bezos began asking a bigger question. If books work online, why not everything else? This question changed the company forever. Amazon expanded into new categories: electronics, clothing, music, home goods, everything. Amazon was no longer a bookstore. It was becoming a marketplace, a platform for everything. With expansion came new challenges. Different products required different systems, different logistics, different infrastructure. But Amazon adapted step by step. At the same time, the internet itself was growing rapidly. More users, more businesses, more demand, and Amazon was perfectly positioned. While competitors tried to catch up, Amazon learned faster. Every mistake improved the system. Every order strengthened the network. Jeff Bezos focused on one core principle: customer obsession. If customers are satisfied, everything else follows. This philosophy shaped every decision: speed, pricing, selection, experience. And slowly, Amazon became dominant in online retail. But Bezos was not finished. He was thinking even bigger. Behind the scenes, Amazon was building massive digital infrastructure: servers, databases, computing systems. And then came one of the most important decisions in company history. Amazon realized it could sell its internal computing power to others. This became Amazon Web Services, AWS. At first it seemed unusual. Why would companies rent computing from Amazon? But demand was huge. Startups needed servers, businesses needed storage, developers needed infrastructure. AWS quickly became one of Amazon's most powerful businesses. Highly scalable, highly profitable, and globally important. While AWS grew, Amazon's retail business also expanded worldwide. More countries, more warehouses, more customers. Amazon was no longer just an American company. It was becoming a global system used by millions every day. The company expanded into new industries: streaming devices, artificial intelligence, and logistics. Amazon was now more than a company. It was an ecosystem, a global infrastructure network. But everything still traced back to one simple idea: selling books online. From a garage to a global empire, from a simple website to a trillion-dollar company. Amazon changed how the world shops, builds, and thinks. And the lesson is simple. Big ideas don't always start big. Sometimes they start small, very small. But with vision, patience, and execution, they can change everything.